Right, so let's see what the hype is with these Yakuza games.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
There's a lot of Yakuza games out there, about 10 or so, of remakes, spin-offs. Until recently, I hadn't played any of them. So I did a bit of research and it seems like Yakuza 0 was as good a place to start as any, because it's reasonably modern and a prequel. The premise is standard. You play as protagonist Kazuma Kiryu. He deals with all the shite that comes along with being a gang member. Fighting rival gangs, dealing with the hierarchy of the Yakuza, or hiring a chicken named Nugget from a bowling alley to look after your real estate business. Yeah? Okay. This may seem an obvious thing to say, but Yakuza 0 is very Japanese in its themes. Its sense of humour, its look, and that's where its charm is. If you've ever been to Japan, you'll appreciate all the detail all over the place. From the building signs to the drinks and the food in the shops. It feels like you're in a real detailed world, and the characters, although a bit mental, seem real too. Which carries over to the gameplay. It's got a basic enough fighting setup where each character has 3 different styles to switch between, as well as a huge array of weapons. There's also some fairly ranked location and weapon specials, which are also hilarious and keep it interesting. There's numerous minigames as well, which feel far from just added on if you want a break from nailing some chap on the head with a bicycle. The seriousness which they take this makes it all the funnier. The story's where Yakuza 0 really shines, and that's saying a lot, as I was already so impressed with the world that it's set in. I'll avoid any big spoilers, but I'm going to give you an example of some of the brilliant storytelling. Partway through Majima's story, you meet Lee, a character you're told is essentially a real piece of shite, and you need to sort him out. You do some investigating and find out that's not the case. He's, at least in the world of gangsters, a pretty good guy. He's trying his best to protect vulnerable people. I don't remember the last time I played a game which had this effect on me. The tension of wishing they'd not fight. Watching Majima make a difficult decision which I completely understood from the character point of view but did not want him to make. It was class. It's just a brilliant game. I think this is a must buy. This is my first Yakuza game and it's definitely not going to be my last. It has some faults of maybe going on a little bit too long at some moments. There's almost an hour of sequences after the last bit of gameplay, which I was interested in, but it's definitely not the kind of quick pick up and play kind of game. But it is fun, I love the look of it, and its brilliant story and characters who kept me coming back. I'm going to give this 9 shirtless fist fights out of 10.